Good morning. I think now we should be live. I'm really sorry for the late setup. Hello and welcome to Library Adventures Live. This is a special musical edition of Library Adventures Live. Now, our last session was the 24th of May, and that was with Carol Hart. And Carol shared her delightful picture book, Thank You for the Little Things, with themes of well-being, mindfulness, and family for children. And that was from 4 to 7-year-olds. Now, if you'd like to see that or any of the other sessions, if you could please visit our website, which is www.kirkleyslibraries.co.uk/lal. That's on the screen now. Then you'll also be able to see what's coming up next, because we've got some fabulous things planned for future sessions. Now, as always, if you have any questions for our guest this morning, just type them into the chat box, because we'd love to hear from you. Now, back to today. Today, I'm talking to the very talented Annemarie Anang. Annemarie is an actor with credits to her name for stage, screen, and theatre. I was going to read out what she'd been appearing in, but the list was so long, we'd never have got round to the session. She's also a singer and a musician. She's also a children's book author, and she's an artist, and she's a mum. So she's a former primary school teacher, and not only did she teach children, she taught children all over the world. I don't know how she's got time in her life for all this, I really don't. Anne-Marie's love of storytelling led her to study acting at the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama in London. And in 2021, she was awarded the Writers' Scholarship for Black, Indigenous and People of Colour from the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators. Now, Anne-Marie's a Londoner, and she shares her time between London and Sweden, where she's with her young daughter, her husband, and her 2 adopted cats. Now, what an introduction. What I'm going to do now is going to bring Anne-Marie in. Together with illustrator Natal Quirk, Anne-Marie brings us her musical extravaganza book, which is called I Am Nefertiti. So that's this morning, Anne-Marie and I Am Nefertiti. Hi, Anne-Marie. How are you doing?
Hi, Linda. What an introduction. Thank
I had
you.
to write it all down because I would never have been able to memorize it all. There was so much. And your stage and screen, I was looking at all the things you'd been involved in, and it's just amazing the things. I want to talk to you about the 2019 tour that you did as Winnie Mandela, but we're here to talk about the book, so we'll talk about that later.
Another time.
So this is your fabulous book, I Am Nefertiti. And I know that Anne-Marie has got such a fun-packed session for us this morning that I don't want to hold up any longer. I want to hand over to Anne-Marie. So if that's okay, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy this fabulous session that she has planned for us.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Linda. Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm so happy to be here. Good morning, everyone. Can't hear you. Hello? Good morning? Ah, brilliant. I can hear you now. So, my name is Annemarie Anang, and I'm an actress, musician, and all those things Linda mentioned earlier. Have you ever had someone call you by a different name, a name that you didn't really like? Yeah, well, I've written a story about a girl called Nefertiti, and it's called I Am Nefertiti. When she plays the drums, the band sounds together as one. They sound fantastic. She enters her new music class, and the teacher changes her name to Nef. And something strange happens to Nefertiti. So, how does Nefertiti make the band sound together as one again? Well, we're going to find out in this story, I Am Nefertiti, which I would love to read to you this morning. Are you ready? Are you sure? Okay, here we go. So you're going to get to see the beautiful illustrations in a moment, which are by Natal Quirk, who is fantastic. And the book is published by 5 Quills. Have you packed your drumsticks, Nefertiti? Yes, Dad. said Nefertiti. Do you really think I'm ready? Of course. You've been playing drums ever since you were little. You are ready. You're right, Dad. I am ready. Nefertiti looked up nervously at the music building. This is where the band rehearses, said Dad. Go in, play those drums, and always remember, you are Nefertiti. Dad always said, you are Nefertiti, when she felt nervous, and it made her feel 10 feet tall. I am Nefertiti, she whispered. Are you the new drummer? Asked the teacher excitedly. Yes, I am, answered Nefertiti. Welcome. Let me introduce you to the band. Kofi plays recorder, Kai plays kalimba, Pippa's on piano, Priya plays marimba, Josh plays violin, Joy's on ukulele, I'm Miss Potts the singer, and you are... I'm Nefertiti, Nefertiti said proudly. Nefer who? Asked Miss Potts. Nefertiti. That's a tricky name. I'm going to call you Nef. Nef will be easier for the bands to say, said Miss Potts. The strangest thing happened when Miss Potts said Nef. Nefertiti's skin tightened up and her body seemed to shrink just a little. I must be imagining things, thought Nefertiti. Children, let's play Nef our song. Hit it, said Miss Potts. Kofi's recorder squeaked. Kai's kalimba clanged. Pippa's piano plonked. Priya's marimba plinked. Josh's violin screeched. Joy's ukulele twanged. And Miss Potts howled. And oh, how she scowled. Without a drummer to keep the beat, everything sounded higgledy-piggledy. Stop! Miss Potts shouted. Nef, give us a beat. Nefertiti felt her skin tighten up and her body shrink again. When she sat down to play the drums, her feet did not even touch the floor. Come on, Nef, give us a beat, said Miss Potts again. Nefertiti took a deep breath and cuckoo-cha-cha, cuckoo-cha, cuckoo-cha-cha, cuckoo-cha, she drummed. And this time, Kofi's recorder soared, Kai's kalimba soothed, Pippa's piano rocked, Priya's marimba jived, Josh's violin glided, Joy's ukulele grooved, and Miss Potts sang, hooray, shoo-biddy-day. Everyone listened to Nefertiti's beat, and now the music sounded so sweet. Oh yeah! We finally sound like a band, laughed Miss Potts. She chanted, Nef, Nef, Nef. But every time she chanted Nef, Nefertiti shrank. She shrank and shrank until she was just the size of your thumb. Nefertiti's drumsticks crashed onto the floor. Help! She cried. The band played on, but without Nefertiti's beat, they sounded all higgledy-piggledy again. The drums loomed high above her. Her heart began to race. Help! Nefertiti tried not to panic. Then she remembered her dad's words. You are Nefertiti. Nef? Where's Nef? Miss Potts shouted above the din. I'm here, Miss Potts. Miss Potts looked around. Nef? Down here! Nefertiti jumped up and down. Look, said Kofi. There's a bug jumping up and down on Nefertiti's chair. That's not a bug. That's Nefertiti, said Pippa. Whoa, gasped everyone. Nefertiti tried to explain what had happened, but her voice was too quiet. Wait, said Priya. Nefertiti climbed onto Priya's hand and whispered what Miss Potts needed to do to make her grow big again. She says she'll grow bigger if you call her by her real name, said Priya. Oh, goodness, I don't remember her real name, said Miss Potts. That's easy, said Kai. It's Nefertiti, like the Egyptian queen. Okay, let me try. Nefertiti, said Miss Potts nervously. Everyone watched and waited, but Nefertiti did not grow one bit. Say it like you mean it, Miss Potts, said Joy. Nefertiti, said Miss Potts more confidently. All of a sudden, Nefertiti began to shine like the brightest star, and she began to grow. Nefertiti! Nefertiti! Everyone chanted, and little by little, Nefertiti grew until she was back to her normal size. Hooray! Hooray for Nefertiti today! Everyone cheered. Sorry I changed your name, Nefertiti, said Miss Potts. It must be wonderful to be named after an Egyptian queen. Nefertiti nodded. My grandma chose it for me. It means a beautiful woman has come. It's a lovely name, said Miss Potts, and handed Nefertiti her drumsticks. Back at their places, the band waited for Nefertiti's cue. I am Nefertiti, Nefertiti whispered. Then she drummed, just like she'd done since she was little. Cuckoo-cha-cha, cuckoo-cha, cuckoo-cha-cha, cuckoo-cha. What marvelous music they made. So, that was the story. I am Nefertiti. Some of you might be wondering why I wrote this story, I am Nefertiti. And the reason is because Nefertiti was named by her grandma after the great Egyptian queen Nefertiti. And it means a beautiful woman has come. This is why Nefertiti's name is important to her. And I'd like everyone to honor and respect everyone's names, because your name is a part of you. You are amazing, and you should be really proud of who you are. All right. So I'm going to start by showing you some instruments from the book. I wonder if you can remember any of those instruments. This one is my drum. It's a djembe, so it's very different from Nefertiti's drum kit, which is many drums all together. Now, Nefertiti's favorite way to drum is by playing cuckoo-cha-cha, cuckoo-cha, cuckoo-cha-cha, cuckoo-cha. Do you remember that from the story? All right. Can you try that with me now? Ready? 1, 2, 3, and cuckoo-cha-cha, cuckoo-cha, cuckoo-cha-cha, cuckoo-cha. That was pretty good. Do you want to try that again? Okay. 1, 2, 3, and cuckoo-cha-cha, cuckoo-cha, Kuku-cha-cha, kuku-cha. Brilliant. So I'm going to play that on my drums now. And I would like you to play that on your drum. Now, I'm sure you don't have drums right there with you. If you do, fantastic. But if you don't, you can use your hands and you can use your lap to drum. Okay? So hands up, everyone showing their hands. Brilliant. So now you're ready to drum just like Nefertiti. Okay? Are you ready? So 1, 2, 3, and cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha, cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha. Brilliant. Let's try that again. Okay? 1, 2, 3, and cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha, cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha. Great stuff. Now we're going to try and do that at different tempos, which means speeds, and also different volumes. Okay? So get ready. And we're going to try to keep steady so we don't speed up or slow down, because later you're going to be helping me keep the beat, just like Nefertiti. Okay? Hands in the air. Ready? Okay. So we're going to try slow first. 1, 2, 3, and cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha, cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha, cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha, cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha. Fantastic! That was really great. Okay, let's try that fast this time. Okay, hands in the air. Are you ready? Okay, so you're going to drum on your knees or your thighs. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha, 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 cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha. Oh, that was great. Good stuff. Do you think you could do that super fast now? Yeah? All right. Ready? Hands in the air. 1, 2, 3, and cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha, 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 cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha. Oh, that was brilliant. Okay, so let's try that this time. Let's try this time doing it really quietly. Okay, so we're going to try quietly. So I should barely be able to hear you, and you should barely be able to hear me. Okay, are you ready? Hands in the air, ready to drum quietly. 1, 2, 3, and. Wow, that was pretty good. Fantastic. Then we're going to try and do it loudly. Okay. Don't hurt yourselves when you're drumming your thighs. Take it easy. Are you ready? Hands ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, and cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha, 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 cuckoo cha cha, cuckoo cha. That was fantastic. I hope you didn't hurt your thighs too much with that one. Brilliant. Okay. So, do you remember this instrument? Do you know what it's called? It's called a... That's right. It's called a ukulele. And in our story, I Am Nefertiti, we had the wonderful... Oh, that's not the one, sorry. We had the wonderful... I wonder if you remember the name of the person who was playing that. Joy. That's right. It was Joy and her ukulele. So I'm going to sing a song for you now, which is called Nefertiti Song. And I want you to help me keep the beat. So that means not going too fast, not going too slow, but keeping it steady all the time. Okay? So Hands in the air. Great. So let me just get ready on my ukulele. Okay. So I want you to do, to count like this for me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Keep going and keep it steady. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When we play together, it's so much fun. Listen to the beat and sing along. Believe in myself and love my name. I can shout hooray, shoo-ba-dee-day, Nefertiti, 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 Nefertiti. Do 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 Great. Were you able to keep the beat? Did you get too fast or too slow, or was it just right? Fantastic. Let's try that one more time. This time, you can keep the beat using another part of your body, which I like to use, which is the chest. It makes a different sound from when you're drumming on your knees. Give it a go now and see if you can hear the difference from your thighs and also now your chest. It sounds a bit deeper, a bit more hollow, okay? So we're going to try that again. You're going to help me to keep the beat while I sing Nefertiti Song, and you can use your chest. Don't hurt yourselves. Be gentle, okay? All right. So this is the beat I want you to beat to help me. Mm, 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 mm. That's right. Keep going. Mm, 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 mm. When we play together, it's so much fun. Listen to the beats and sing along. Believe in myself and love my name. I can shout hooray, shoo-ba-dee-day, Nefertiti, 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 Nefertiti. Do 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 do. Yes, that was much better. Well done. And I love the sound that it makes when you hit your chest. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay. So we've seen my ukulele and we know that Joy plays that one. Do any of you play the ukulele? Great. Okay, next up is another of my favorite instruments. And that's Priya playing it. Do you know the name of this instrument she plays? It looks like an xylophone, but this one she plays is called a marimba. All right, so I've got an instrument here, which is a marimba type of instrument. This one comes from Ghana. Do you know what it's made from? Wood, exactly. And these underneath, these resonators, make the sounds louder. So that's how it's different from like an xylophone, okay? And these are made from calabash, which comes from a tree. And it's normally played with 2 mallets. Do you know what these are made from? That's right, they're made from wood. And at the top, these dark bits, they're actually rubber to give me a nice sound, okay? So I'd like you to help me keep the beat again, all right? This time you can use your chest. I think that's quite a nice sound, okay? So I'm not going to help count you in, okay? So what you're going to do is first, I'm going to play something. Have a listen first to work out what the beat is. If it's slow, or if it's a bit faster, mm, 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 mm. Okay, so that's my tip to help you. Listen first to what I'm playing for a few seconds. Start to feel the rhythm and the beat in your body. Then start to beat with your chest. And remember to keep in time, not to go too fast or to go too slow. All right, so here we go. Were you able to keep the beat? Great, because that one was quite a challenging rhythm. Yes, it was. I don't keep things so simple sometimes. I like to keep challenging you. But that sounded great. Okay. So the name of this instrument again, what was it called? It was called a... That's right, a marimba. Fantastic. All right. So I wonder which instrument we're going to be looking at next. Let's take a look. Oh, it's one of my favorites. Oh, what's this called? Do you know? It's a kalimba. That's right. And this is Kai, who plays the kalimba, one of Nefertiti's new friends. And here is my kalimba. Do you have one of these instruments in your school? Aha, okay, right. And do you know what it's made from? Yes, that's right. Its body is made from wood, and these teens are made from metal. This instrument originally comes from Africa, and it's played all around the world, and it's changed in many different ways. Okay, so I'm going to turn around a little bit so that you can see me playing my kalimba. And again, I'd like you to have a listen, feel the rhythm, feel the beat. And when you're ready, come in and keep the beat with your chest. Okay? If your chest is getting a bit sore, you can always go back to your thighs. Okay? I think the chest makes a nicer sound, but I'll leave that up to you. Okay? Are you ready? Hands in the air? All hands in the air? Brilliant. Okay, so were you able to keep the beat? Did you hear it? Did you feel it in your body? Good job. So that's my marimba. It's a very small instrument to carry around. So that's why it's one of my favorites. Does it remind you of any other instruments or any other sounds? What's that? That's right. Yeah. Some people think it sounds like a harp. sometimes children think it makes them sound of things like rainbows or waterfalls. And do you think it's a similar instrument to a drum, or does it sound quite different? That's right, it is quite different. Yeah. The drum is not very relaxing, I would say, but I find the kalimba to be a very relaxing instrument. And sometimes, if I've had a very, very busy day, I use this in the evenings before bed and I play it to myself. It helps me feel very, very relaxed. Okay, so that's the kalimba. All right, over to our next instrument. Let's have a look. We've got, that's right, it's a recorder. Yes, and I'm sure there's a few of you out there who are learning the recorder. Hands up if you're learning the recorder. Huh? Oh, yeah. Brilliant. This was the first instrument that I learned to play. Yes. And it's a very fun and useful instrument to start off with. So fantastic that some of you are learning to play this. Here's my recorder. Can you keep the beat? Ready? Hands in the air. You know what to do. Have a listen, then keep the beat. All right. Fantastic. Good job. All right, over to my next instrument. Ooh, what have we got next? Okay, I know exactly what to show you next. It's back to my ukulele. And voice, that's Miss Potts and her voice. The voice is an instrument, that's right. It's actually one of my favorite favorite instruments because it's light. You haven't got to carry something big around with you, like a piano, for example. And yeah, it's just always with you and easy to use. So that's my favorite instrument. So we're going to put them together, my voice and the ukulele. And I would love you, because you're fantastic at keeping the beat. Now I'm going to teach you how to sing the song, Nefertiti Song. Are you ready? Didn't sound like you're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready for some singing? Okay, brilliant. Okay, so now it's your turn for Nefertiti's song, okay? All right, so let me teach you the chorus first. It's very easy. The chorus is Nefertiti 4 times, okay? So it goes, Nefertiti, 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 Nefertiti. Yeah? Are you ready to try that? Okay. Let me just make sure I'm giving you the right note. It is. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and Nefertiti, 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 Nefertiti. Brilliant. Let's try that to music now. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and Nefertiti, 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 Nefertiti. Good job. That was really great. Now the next part just goes like this. Do 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 do. All right, that's the do 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 section. Quite easy. Are you ready? I think it's easy. Is it easy or tricky? All right, let's give it a go together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, and do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, that was good. Good job. You guys are great. Okay, so let's put those two bits together. The Nefertiti 4 times and the do do do's. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and Nefertiti, 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 Nefertiti. Do 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 Good job. Wow, I hear some beautiful singing voices out there, and you were keeping the beat really well. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to teach you the verses if you want to join in. That's great. Or you can just do the chorus, which is the Nefertitis and the do-do-do-do-do's. But for those that want to learn the verses, which I hope is all of you, the verse goes like this. When we play together. Again. When we play together. Brilliant. Okay, so you've got your good singing voices. Brilliant. So it goes, when we play together, it's so much fun. Good. Listen to the beat and sing along. That was really good. Let's try that again. When we play together, it's so much fun. Good. Listen to the beat and sing along. Good. Next section. Believe in myself and love my name. That's right. Again. Believe in myself and love my name. Good. I can shout, hooray! Shoo-ba-dee-day! Ready? Great. That's a bit of a tricky one. Let's try that one again. I can shout, hooray! Shoo-ba-dee-day! Oh, good stuff. Let's try that whole verse together and see if we can remember all those words if we can. Okay? So it goes, when we play together, it's so much fun. Listen to the beats and sing along. Good. Oh, wow. You guys were able to keep up with that. Good. Let's try that one more time. Okay. 1, 2, 3. When we play together, it's so much fun. Listen to the beat and sing along. Good. Let's continue. Believe in myself and love my name. I can shout, hooray! Shoo-ba-dee-day! Excellent. One more time, then we're going to put it together with the ukulele. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3, and when we play together, it's so much fun. Listen to the beat and sing along. Believe in myself and love my name. I can shout, hooray! Shoo-ba-dee-day! Nefertiti! Yeah. Nefertiti! Good. Nefertiti! Yeah. Nefertiti. Then you got the do-do-do's. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do 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 do. Good job. I think you're ready to put that to music. Okay, we're going to sing that a couple of times round. And if you're feeling adventurous and you want a bit more of a challenge, you can always try keeping the beat. But if you don't want too much of a challenge, then remember those words and try to keep to the beat. All right? Okay, so we're going to sing this a couple of times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we play together. Oh, sorry. Let's start again. I didn't count you in very well. And it's really important we keep the beat. Without Nefertiti to keep the beat, the band fell apart. Yeah, they weren't able to play good music. So it's really important we keep the beat to sound fantastic as a group. So let me try counting that better this time. Okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3. When we play together, it's so much fun. Listen to the beat and sing along. Believe in myself and love my name. I can shout hooray, shoo-ba-dee-day, Nefertiti, 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 Nefertiti. Do 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 do. When we play together, it's so much fun. Listen to the beat and sing along. Believe in myself and love my name. I can shout hooray, shoo-ba-dee-day, Nefertiti, 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 Nefertiti. Do 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 do. Oh wow! Give yourselves a round of applause, or you can beat your chest or your thighs. That was fantastic, everyone. That was really great. If you like the song, you can hear it and you can practice some more if you go to my website, which is annamarieanang.com. Okay? All right. Oh, fantastic, Linda. Oh, gosh. I've had such a wonderful time being here with you all. So thank you so much for having me. It's been great. Hope you've enjoyed the session too.
Well, I've enjoyed the session. I've been singing along. I had to put myself on mute because I haven't got such a good voice. But I was singing along, and I was watching my colleague in the background, and every time you said hands in the air, she put hands in the air. So we were all singing along with you and all listening. That's been amazing. Annemarie, I was going to ask you what was the first instrument that you learned to play, but you said that was the recorder. How old were you?
I would have been about maybe 7 years old, and everybody at my school was learning the recorder at that age. It was so popular. So it's such a great instrument because it's easy, it's not too expensive to buy, and it's light. And if you want to learn other instruments later, it's easier when you start off with an instrument like the recorder. Yeah.
I did play recorder. I played recorder at school a long time since now, but I remember playing recorder. Not very well, I'm afraid. What did you go on to next then?
I went on to the violin, which I love the sound of the violin. It's such a beautiful instrument. But for me personally, I found it very tricky to make beautiful sounds. So I did sell my violin quite recently because it was just sitting there collecting dust. But after the violin, I moved on to the piano, which was, I loved. Yeah, I found my connection with the piano because the sounds that a piano can make is just so beautiful. So that's one of my favorite instruments.
I was going to say, would you say that was your favorite instrument then, the piano?
I think it's hard to choose. It's hard to choose, Linda. For me, almost, yes. Maybe, yes, it's quite hard to choose. But with the piano, it's quite difficult to carry around, Linda. That's the problem.
You could take keyboards. You could have keyboards, I suppose, but not. That would be a bit smaller than a piano. I can't play a piano because I cannot do different things with my hands. I can only do the same things. And when you're playing a piano, you play one with one hand and one different tempos, don't you, with different hands? And I can't do that. I can drum because I can do that,
Yes.
but I can't do the piano. And when I was at school, I wanted to play the violin, but the violin class was full. So I was told if I picked up another instrument, I could go into the violin class later. And so I started playing the oboe.
Wow.
Which is not at all like a violin, and I soon got very, very bored with it, and I never did go into the violin class. So I only ever stuck at recorder.
Oh, it's not too late, Linda. It's not too late if you want to pick up that violin.
I think it might be a kalimba. I think I might treat myself to one of those because I love the sound of it. It's so melodic. Yes, it's lovely as that. When you played it before, I thought, oh, that's such a calming. I think music is so valuable because it helps you with whatever mood you're in. Yes. So if you're having a bad day, if you're 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, or even if you're terrible twos and you're having a bad day, I think music is very good for calming you down, calming the soul. And I think if you're happy, music is a lovely way of expressing your happiness, and it makes the happiness seem more of a volume. It makes you happier, makes you happy inside. So I think music is very important in our lives, and I don't think we notice just how important it is. What do you think about that?
I agree 100% with you. I think it can be a way of communicating feelings as well, expressing emotion. So I said already that I use this at bedtime for my own bedtime, but I also use it for my daughter as well. If she's had, feeling very excited and it's time for bed, then I play this for her, or sometimes she plays it for herself. So yeah, I think music is such a wonderful thing, and if you can play an instrument or listen to an instrument, it can do wonders for some people. Yeah.
And how would you suggest that primary school teachers use the book and the music with their class?
Am Nefertiti is a joyful and empowering story about belonging and about identity. There are so many themes in there that can be used to explore how we live and how we interact with each other as children, and to the wider world. So it can also be used because it's got such a musical element. So it can be used to explore instruments from around the world, and it can encourage children to pick up an instrument as well. On my website and on YouTube, I've got a music series that accompanies the book called Nefertiti Keeps the Beat, which every episode introduces children to a new instrument from the book. And it's a great, fun way to get children into music. So yeah, there's many themes that teachers can use. And I think if I was teaching at the moment, I would be encouraging children to use I am Annemarie, I am Nefertiti as an affirmation in the mornings. So when the children come into the classroom at some point in the morning, to affirm themselves by saying, I am Joseph, I am Kofi, because it's a great way to start the day when you have that confidence and you believe in yourself. It's also good to say, I am whoever, I am Nefertiti, when you're not feeling so confident or you've got a challenging task ahead of you. As she did, she was whispering, I am Nefertiti, when she felt nervous. And also when she was like, yeah, I can do this, I can play my drums, I am Nefertiti. So encouraging children to affirm themselves like that, I think that's a really good thing. But there's lots of resources to go by Am Nefertiti that you can find on my website as well, or the publisher's website, 5 Quills. So there's downloadable activities, there's games, there's crosswords, there's colouring in. You can find out more about the illustrator, Natel Kwek, who is fantastic. And you can find out more about me as well. So lots of fun activities on the website that can go along with I Am Nefertiti. Any questions, you can always drop me an email if you want to know more as well.
I was just going to ask you why, when you've got such an illustrious career of singing and stage and screen and theatre, why write a book? What led you to write the book?
I've been wanting to write for children for some time before my own daughter was born, but I thought it was something I would do when I was much older.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was growing up with her, when she was about 3 or 2, I started noticing the lack of diversity in children's books. So I would go into the library or bookstore and I wouldn't see many books that had children that looked like her on the main cover,
Mm-hmm.
front cover. And she's brown. She's her dad is white and I'm black and she's a light brown. And I didn't see many books that represented her or me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that all children should be reading books about all sorts of children. It shouldn't just be reading about one type of child. If children read about different kinds of children, they learn to understand each other better. They learn to have empathy for each other and respect for each other. So I decided I'm going to write because I want all children to be reading more books about all kinds of children. And that's why I chose the character of Nefertiti. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. I think that's a really important message. We had another author on Library Adventures Live earlier, and her book was called I Am Brown, and again it had that same message. And I think today children can so easily get lost, so easily feel, especially with the pandemic, a lot of children have been out of touch, and I think a lot of children can feel insecure, can feel not confident. And so I think your book is a fabulous message to children who need that bit more self-esteem and that little bit more confidence in themselves. And I love the idea of looking in the mirror every morning and saying who you are. I think you should do that, and I think you should believe in yourself. So I think it's a very important book. Thank you for that. We've just got one comment that's come in from Christina, and Christina says that she agrees history, story and music together, such a powerful combination and a mood changer, and thank you for such a brilliant session.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just take that off and I'll go back to my, I've got some notes that I'm supposed to be following. I never do as I'm told. So thank you very much. It has been a really fabulous session, not just about the book, but about the music. I now feel very happy. I'm going to go around singing Nefertiti all day. I think it'll be going around in my head. I hope all the children that are watching either now or who watch on catch up will learn the song and be able to go around and sing, because it's such a lovely song. It's such an uplifting song to sing. So thank you very much. I hope everybody enjoyed it as much as I did. Can I just ask, are you okay to stay with us whilst I tell everyone about what's coming next?
Absolutely. And also thank you, Linda, for having me here. Thank you to Kirklees Libraries for inviting me. It's been fantastic. And yeah, I hope you had a good time. I couldn't actually hear you, but I hope you could hear me and you could participate. And I was hoping that you were having fun. And
well, I was definitely singing along in my dining room. I don't know about Olivia, but I was singing along. So thank you. Now, our next Library Adventures Live will be on Thursday, the 9th of June. I think we have a banner for this one. There we go. So that is our next Library Adventures Live. It's on Thursday, the 9th of June at 11 o'clock. We've got an extra special LAL event to celebrate Empathy Day. Empathy Day goes along with today's session as well, I think. The acclaimed British Chinese children's picture book illustrator, Yu Rung, will be sharing her Greenaway shortlisted picture book, Shu Lin's Grandpa. And she'll be guiding the audience through a creative artistic challenge. Now, this book is suitable for children aged 7+. We'll just take that off, and if I do this just for a few minutes, I can show you that this is Shu Lin's picture book, and it's got such wonderful illustrations in. I'll just show you some of them. There you go. So that's the next session, and the beauty of this book is that it has this wonderful fold out section, like that. It really is a beautiful book. It's one of the Greenaway shortlisted books, and I've got privilege, along with colleagues, to work with school children, to work with the books that have all been shortlisted. So the Greenaway has been a wonderful thing. We're getting to the end of it now, so we're very lucky that that we've got the illustrator of Sulin's grandpa to come along and talk to us, and that's on the 11th. Now, okay, we'll go back to there. So the only other thing that I have to tell you about before I go is this one, which is an opportunity for children if they are about on Saturday. So on Saturday we have in Huddersfield Library, we have 2 Windrush workshops, 10 till 11 and then 11:30 to 12:30. And they are creative workshops for children and families exploring the Kirklees Windrush mural. Working with Chol Theatre, children will explore the ideas, themes and images in the mural and have a chance to creatively bring to life the illustrations that they see there. Now, if you want to come along to that, it's at Huddersfield Library. It's on Saturday. There are 2 sessions, 10 till 11 and then 11:30 to 12:30. And if you want to come along, just book your tickets through Ticket Source. So that's my marketing done. And the only other thing that I have to market is your amazing website, which I'm going to ask Olivia to put up again, because there is so much on there. It just takes you into a whole new world. There's so, as you've kept alluding to, there's so much on there from you. And the sessions where you do the little videos through all the different instruments, they're lovely. They're just bite-sized pieces that take you into the world of music. So that's fabulous.
Brilliant.
Okay, so that's about it for today. Again, thank you to Annemarie for such an enjoyable session, and I want to wish you every success in the future, whether it be acting, singing, playing in your band, hopefully writing more books. Are we going to be writing more books?
Absolutely, absolutely. I am such a busy person at the moment, as you can tell. I'm writing some more, and I'm also I've just finished recording Nefertiti Keeps the Beat, the YouTube series I was telling you about. I'm also campaigning for better mental health for young people, better mental health and support and well-being. And I'm working on a campaign with a friend of mine, E. Leiden, and we're creating a petition to the United Nations to help improve children's mental health and well-being. So that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Well, that's another extremely worthy cause, because I think it's mental health is something both in children and in adults that is woefully unsupported, and I think it's something that everybody needs, especially in this busy world that we live in. So I wish you again all the best with your campaign as well.
Thank you, Linda.
That's all I have to say. Only thank you and goodbye from Annemarie and from me. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.